Welcome back to the LaughCraft podcast with my special guest, Cori. How you doing, Cori?
I'm doing good, dude. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Just had a full weekend of booked shows and happy to have you on.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So I like to start out by asking some simple questions just to introduce you to the crowd. How long have you been doing comedy?
Like stand-up comedy, I've only been doing it for like a year and a half, I
Okay.
think, about. Yeah. And then but I've been doing like sketch comedy and stuff like that for like 4 or 5 years.
Really? Talk more about that
Yeah.
because I love sketch comedy.
Yeah, I like sketch comedy like honestly way more than stand-up, to be honest.
Okay.
But I did like sketch comedy in college with my boyfriend or whatever, and I was
Whatever.
super into it, and I was super into the writing, and I wrote a bunch of stuff, and I made like a comedy magazine thing,
Oh
which was
shit.
really fun. And then I moved to LA like right after college, and I was trying to do like the whole thing, but it was during COVID, and I ran out of money, so I moved back to Colorado
Okay.
and started doing like stand up really seriously. So
Are you from Colorado originally?
yeah, I'm from Colorado, like Colorado Springs, like where Matt lives, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Matt
Yeah.
Medine is your boy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but I went to college in San Luis Obispo, California.
Oh, okay, tight. Yeah, I know that area. I lived in Santa Barbara for a good little
Yeah,
bit.
dude, it's nice down there. I miss it a
Yeah.
lot. You live in like Sacramento, right?
Not there. I live like an hour north of that, but yeah, I live in the middle of
Oh,
the
cool.
valley. It's like
Oh,
green,
nice.
green,
Hell yeah.
green fields, just flat. I live in a bowl of mountains.
That's awesome, though.
I call us above ground mole people because we're like so low
You're the
altitude.
mole people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss California a lot. It's very nice to not have snow all the time.
Fuck it. I'm excited about the sketch comedy thing though. What's your favorite sketch comedy group?
Group. Honestly, I like the other like the whitest kids you know. They're good.
Yes,
That's good
yes,
stuff right there.
yes, dude. That's my favorite. That's my favorite shit. I love that shit. Rest in peace, Trevor Moore. I fucking love Whitest
Amen,
Kids, you
dude.
know.
Did you see Barbarian?
No, fuck.
You got to see Barbarian, dude.
Yeah, I got to. I got to. Because like I'll put,
It's like the whitest kids you know, but horror movie. It's
but
crazy.
horror movie. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Because they try
Yeah, I
to.
don't remember.
I was gonna say because they try to
What was
like
that?
go into the movie bit with like Miss March, right? Which was
Yeah.
interesting. It was a fun little movie.
um, what was the? I don't know which guy from Whitest Kid You Know made it, but it's like a white like it's like a Jordan Peele type beat. Like he just went in and made like this amazing horror movie after doing these insane like grape you in the mouth bits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's insane.
Barbarian. Fuck, I haven't heard of that. I'll have to
Yeah,
check that out. Fuck.
it's pretty
So,
good.
all right, all right. What's the worst heckler you've ever had?
The worst what?
Like the worst heckler that you've had while you were on stage, or like the worst
Oh,
situation with like
heckler.
just dealing with somebody because of your art, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I've had like super bad hecklers, but definitely when I was like 4 months in, there was this like old lady at a show that
Mm,
was heckling like everybody, and
yep.
she looks like the Karen meme.
Yeah.
Like and I'm a bartender, and she was like a regular at my bar. And she was at this comedy show, and she was heckling everybody, and I like got off the stage, and she was right next to the stage, and she was just like, "That was really bad, and I didn't like it," is what she said.
Fuck,
And
dude.
then
Just
yeah, it was not good. She was
plain
like
as day. That
gross.
was bad and I didn't like it. That fucking sucked. That's worse than hearing like fuck you. Holy shit.
It was pretty bad. And dude, it was insane. And then I had to like serve her the next day. And the whole time I was like giving her drinks, she was just like, "You're not very good at that. You should do something else."
You're not very good at drinking. Here's more. God damn
Right? I was
it.
like, I'll fill the whole thing up, Buster.
Yeah, just start watering down her drinks. Or dose her up, give her even
Yeah, that one
more.
was pretty dumb.
Get her 86. That'd be cool.
Dude, get her. I don't think you can 86 a woman that's probably gonna die soon.
Yeah, God's gonna do
She's
it
about to
anyway.
be. Yeah, dude, she's gonna be 86 from Earth.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right. So, I have noticed you put out a lot of reels and a lot of like short video content, and that's
Yeah.
that's something that I've fought with in my head because for the most part I don't like that kind of stuff. I feel like it's contrived and stupid and follows trends, whereas I think your shit is actually funny. It's
Oh,
actually
thank you.
yeah, it's actually genuinely good.
You can be. You don't have to be like, oh, you're good. You can tell me they're bad because a lot of them
No,
are
no,
pretty
no. I
bad.
laugh at your shit, whereas other people
Thanks.
people who have a lot of followers on TikTok, like it's a common meme, right? Where like a TikTok person will headline at a theater or something, and like what they suck, right? They're not built for
Oh
stand up.
yeah, facts.
Yeah, every
Oh my
fucking
god.
time.
Did you ever go to Vultures in the Springs when you were here? I think you visited, right? Yeah, you visited.
Yeah, I came during the comedy festival.
Yeah. Did Matt ever take you to Vultures?
I don't think he did, but I think he probably told me about it. It was just some
Yeah.
shitty club that didn't work out.
It's not even a club. It's just like it's it's like a good spot. It's like where they do like open mics and stuff.
Okay, okay.
But there's been so many people that come and they like start their set off and they're like, I have 2 million followers on TikTok, and then
Awesome.
they like do the most dog shit fucking set you've ever seen. They're like,
Yeah.
what's the deal with an airplane food?
What's
It's the worst.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
it just doesn't translate.
But it never translates. And if somebody is like using their like online credits before
Awful.
they do stand-up comedy, it's like
Awful.
almost always bad.
Yeah, if you're gonna use credits on stage, use like the ones that don't fucking matter for anything. Like I always plug how I'm forklift certified.
Dude, I'm always like, I'm the newest member of Jackass. That's what I always say.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, so I'd be
the
remiss if I
reels.
didn't mention, because obviously we have a lot of mutual friends like Taylor, Bren, and all that. So I'd be remiss
Yeah.
if I didn't bring up something that they had told me about this army of simps that you have.
Yeah, so the Reels thing, I'll go back to the Reels. The Reels thing, like, I was so cringe. Like, it hurts me to post anything ever, always, all the
Fuck.
time.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I hate promoting things. God, I hate promoting things so much, and I hate like
Hitting people up for
you
spots.
literally just have to like swallow the cringe bullet and just like post shit you think is funny, and then it happens.
Load the cringe bullet in the chamber and fucking just go for it.
Yes, dude. Oh my
Yeah,
god. Every
I
time
hate
post,
it.
I'm like, this is the cringiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Hey,
and then once you
guys,
just accept it, it's
look
just
at
okay.
me. Look, hi. Do you like me? Please go look at my
Exactly.
stuff. I love it. Smash that
Hi,
motherfucking
guys.
like button.
Smash that like button.
Fucking-
What'd you say?
I said smash that motherfucking like button, dude. But yeah. So how does it feel to wield so much power?
Oh, to have my army of simps?
Yeah. I heard like absolute power corrupts absolutely. How are you dealing with that?
I don't know what army of simps they're talking about because there's a few of them. They are all equally horrible.
They haven't unionized yet.
There's like, dude, they all need to get together and like send one message because it's the worst.
Send
when there's
one.
A bunch.
Choose one message, please. It's just
Oh
like
my god.
they all get together and decide who has the best dick pic to send. There's just
No, that's true.
Hours and hours. Like, no, dude, your girth's not like it's just not up to par. They got like measuring tapes and fucking protractors figuring it out.
Exactly. If they could just send their like best man forward, that'd be perfect for me.
Send an ambassador, please. But the problem is every guy thinks he's that guy. No. I'm the cool one of your followers.
I'm the best one.
I'm the best one.
There's one guy that's like, I honestly have no idea what his age is, but I've got a little feeling it's not of the age.
Oh.
And he comments on literally everything. You can go find him. And he comments like, he's like, when is our date? I'm going to come to your work and we're going to go on a date.
Oh no.
Those ones are bad. The good ones are like there's this really good gem of a folder in Instagram. I don't know if you know about this, but there's like a hidden requests messages.
Oh.
And it's the ones that Instagram is like, you probably are not going to like these ones. So we put them in another folder.
And those are the good ones.
And all of them are so funny. My favorite one recently is one that was like, I think your content is so retarded that it's hot. So I love you.
How did he encapsulate everything in one perfect message? That was the ambassador. We found it.
It was so good. That guy was the best. I posted it on my story and he sent me something and he's like, you posting me on your story made my whole year. I'm like, okay,
fuck,
you need
dude.
to go touch grass.
Fine. I'll stop leaving those comments. Fuck, god damn it.
Go outside.
Go outside.
So there's the internet simps, and then there's like simps in the actual like real world that have found me and know that I'm. Yeah, those ones are good. Those ones have been a joy to be around. Honestly, very funny. I'm like not very. I think that it's just better to just like let it roll off because the more attention you give them, like the more they're gonna be into it. You know.
Right, of course.
So I kind of let a lot of shit slide, but it is still very funny.
Oh, like, give me an example.
Oh, there was one. This one was like actually a little bit creepy and scary, but I had like Matt and Bren and Taylor and everybody were like, and Guy, dude.
Oh god.
Guy was my ultimate protector. It was very funny having Guy as your protector.
I just imagine him on like a white steed in full plate mail with a shining sword in his fucked up garbled face.
Dude, Guy. He's the OG, dude. I love
the OG, dude.
We've been like replacing fucking every single thing with Guy's name. Like we're like, oh man, I think I have an ST Guy. ST
Guy, that should be the new name. Yeah. God damn.
It's an emergency. Okay. Anyway,
let's go. Hey, anybody want to go to Applegee's?
Yes, dude. That Guy would go there for sure.
I wouldn't doubt it. He looks like the average $1.
Oh god. What happened? Oh, just this guy came to a open mic or whatever.
Okay.
And he was wearing like the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, but not in like a endearing, like hot Jeffrey Dahmer way. Actually.
It's literally the meme. It's like, hey Karen, how are you? Oh, hey, thanks. Hey Karen, how are you? Hello, HR. Just wasn't hot enough to pull the serial killer look.
He wasn't, dude. Sometimes he's trying to be Ted. These guys are trying to be Ted Bundy, and they're just
Ted Nugent.
Undies, you know. I don't know why I said that. I'm upset about it. But he like came and he was like on the list, and he was so fucking bad at comedy, and he had to be like on some kind of drug because it was incoherent.
I love that.
And he did like 20 minutes at an open mic. Like they lit him like 100 times, and he just didn't understand it.
Nobody had the courage to just rip the mic out of his hand.
No, and he was up there like just talking about insane shit, and I was right after him, and I went after, and like the crowd was like, "What the hell was that?" And I, for once in my life, like really murdered at an open mic for some reason, just because I roasted the shit out of him.
Yeah.
For like, again, 20 minutes. I was like, he gets 20 minutes, I get 20 minutes. Yeah. This is equality. And then afterwards, he like came up to me and he was like, Can I have a little kiss? Is what he asked.
Oh no.
He did say that. Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay. Then what else did he do? oh, he asked me if he could get a kiss, is what he said.
Right.
And I said, no. I just met you, and you're really bad at this, so I wouldn't ever give you a kiss. And then what did he do? Oh, and then he like followed us. Oh, this is when Guy was like the fucking guy of the century. This is when Guy like really pulled through. Is he went up to me, this guy like cornered me, and Guy came up to me with a phone and he was like, look at this meme. And the meme was just a note on his notes app that said, are you okay?
Okay. Good for Guy.
So funny.
Good for Guy.
And then he followed us to this other mic, and he like knew stuff about me that wasn't on the internet, and like he knew stuff about me that I never told him, and they like kicked him out. They like called security in on their day off to kick him out.
Holy
he was being
shit!
The worst. It was horrible. Yeah, so that one was bad, but that one like afterwards we're like, that guy was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, I have an important question for you. Would you rather crave human flesh or never smoke weed again?
Crave human flesh or never smoke weed again?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Probably. That's hard.
Yeah, you're thinking about it because you know that you're going to have the hunger, you know? And it's not going to go away. You're going to feel like a ghoul. An embodiment of evil.
That's me with tasty treats every day, dude.
Tasty
I think about
treats.
Donuts like.
Yeah, but then no weed. Fuck. Like.
Yeah, dude. I just got into weed too. This is a very hard one for me.
So it's still all new and happy, and it's not like, oh fuck, I'm running out. Things are sad.
No, it's great. The reason that it's like I'm just now into it is because the first time I ever smoked weed, I like got caught by the cops for real, and so ruined weed for me for like a long time.
That's horrible. I've never been caught by the cops. I've been doing it for a while now.
Don't do it, because then after every single sound is like they're coming for you. I'm sure that still happens.
That's normal. That's just already smoking weed, but then it actually happening. God damn.
But now I'm like, ooh, cereal tastes pretty good, and I think everything I say is very funny.
Yeah.
So I think that I would rather crave human flesh.
I love that. I love that for you. All right, cool. Awesome. Cori, cannibal, Colorado native, and so how's the TikTok ban going to affect you personally?
How's the what?
The TikTok ban going to affect you personally?
TikTok ban? Oh,
yeah.
They're banning it?
Yeah, I don't know. They passed something.
Is it actually going to get banned?
I don't know. I just read things online and assume they're true.
I probably will be able to read a book again.
I wish I could read a book.
Dude, I wish I could read a book, and TikTok like takes that away from me. TikTok has given me $1 million idea though. Okay, this is my $1 million idea.
We won't steal it.
So I can't go ahead steal it because it's like evil. It's true evil.
Okay. So eating human flesh. You didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, well, the Donner Party.
Yeah, well, the Donner Party. What? Go on.
So we can't like pay attention to anything. Like my brain is fucked. Whenever I have to like get something done, I have to have 19 different activities going on for me to understand what I'm doing. I've got to be listening to fucking 100 gex / a freaking Chinese reading of the Bible while watching The Sopranos, and also reading a book and listening to a podcast if I ever want to write anything.
Yeah.
So essentially,
I need multiple screens.
All right, dude. Movie theaters, they don't want to do like a 4-panel screen at a movie theater anymore. Like they don't want to do that. That's like
one is just Subway Surfers,
right? Dude, we should put screens in the back of the seats at movie theaters so that you can play Subway Surfers or surf the net while you're watching a movie. Would Stanley Kubrick fucking come back from his grave and kill himself if he knew people were watching The Shining while playing Subway Surfers? Probably. But are we gonna make $1 million? Yeah,
You're
we
goddamn
are.
right we
Everyone's
are.
gonna love
If we let people surf the
love
web
that.
while they're watching movies, they're gonna look up porn.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
How could
Wow,
you
that could
not?
make the experience better.
Like, fuck,
People
let
on
them.
Letterboxd.
It just costs more. You have to unlock the
Dude,
porn.
yeah, it would cost more it costs more to get a ticket without the safe search on or whatever.
Right.
And people would go on fucking Rotten Tomatoes and they'd be like, 5 stars, I came 20 times.
Fucking yeah. To access the porn, you have to buy the fucking. I'm losing my mind. This is so stupid. You have to buy the movie theater battle pass. That's what it is,
Dude, they'll
right?
have
You
like
got
an
memberships for
X-rated
movie
Nicole
theaters
Kidman.
now. It's just a battle pass. Fuck
See?
it.
Yes, that's hilarious. And
Get porn.
people would do it and they'd pay a lot of money.
Yeah. 2 girls, 1 cup while watching like Oppenheimer. Let's go.
That would have made the second 45 minutes a fucking way better.
Yeah, you know what would have made it better? Some tanks. Fucking World War II movies are way tighter. Wait, that technically is a World War II movie, isn't it? Fuck.
It is a World War II movie, but it's one of the most boring ones I've ever seen in my life, respectfully.
Yeah, it sounds like a crime. I don't like that.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, like a boring World War II movie. I want to see explosions. I want to see men dying for purposes greater than themselves. I want to see brotherhood. I want to see boys dying in the mud for someone else's fucking ideals. I want to see true fucking grit and anyway.
No, you're right. You're right. All quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, I want to see my best friend dying. And fucking someone else's. Like we were having a moment like, bro, it's awesome we didn't have to get to know each other through World War II. we love that for us.
Dude, the way that this is just my little note for Christopher Nolan. I'm probably better than I'm not better than Christopher Nolan's the king, but Christopher Nolan, you could have made the movie way cooler. If you know when have you seen this movie? Have you heard of this movie? Have you seen it?
Have you seen it? Have you heard about it? I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Oh, okay. Well, in the movie, there's this electric moment when Oppenheimer and Albert Einstein like dap each other up. Okay, they like get a good handshake. Yeah, like, that shit. First of all was electric. Shit equals MC scared, bro. Yeah. And they should have done that, and then it should have cut immediately to like the World War II battlefront. You know, they should. Oh yeah. That's how that movie could have been better.
That's how it could have been better.
Just ending.
It had to have been the Japanese side though, because like we were already kind of done with the German front at that point. I think. If I'm,
so you have World War II autism as well.
Yeah. Every guy has World War II autism. Every straight male, I think, has World War II autism. We inherit it from our fathers, inherit it from their fathers, and their fathers were in World War II. So.
And now you guys all need therapy.
Yay! We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna watch these movies instead. More explosions, please. The tragedy of brotherhood. I love it. Slurp that up.
Right?
So I normally ask this question, but you already kind of answered it in the previous, we'll call it a segment, who gives a fuck. What other avenues of entertainment besides comedy, like, do you want to go in? Are you already in? I know you're already doing sketch comedy, you're making these shorter reels, but is there anything along the lines of like acting or improv or anything that you're interested in?
If I was an improv, I would let nobody know about that. I would never
embarrassing.
Say that out loud.
No, don't.
But I do. No, don't come to my show at the Fart Box at 3 p.m. tonight.
The Fart Box?
That's like what they're all called. They're like, come see my fart show at the Poop Box tonight at 8 p.m. We're going to be crazy. And yes, and.
Yeah, and the group for improv never looks like a fun group of people. They look like they go home and play board games.
Nightmare blood rotation. Nightmare, dude.
Nightmare blood rotation. Yeah, like the church kid rejects or the fucking improvers.
Yes, improv for Jesus. There's literally an improv group, like the only improv group in Colorado Springs that is like Christian.
Kill me.
So it's like Christian improv.
What's every yes and Jesus comes back?
Yes. Jesus comes back for one night only.
Jimmy, you can't have Jesus come back for every skit. We all want him to come back, Jimmy, but
It's not gonna
and he will. He
happen.
will. He will. And he will. He is. Shut the fuck.
Exactly. I do. Me and Brian are starting a podcast. Actually, that's very exciting. Um,
You and Bren are?
that's like yeah, we're starting a podcast about
Farts and shit.
like essentially what you just said. Everybody has like their niche interest or whatever, and so we're
Right.
like interviewing comedians and asking for their like super niche interest. Because you could talk all day about World War II, right? We're trying to do that.
I mean, that's just from being a guy. I like video games and nerd shit, D&D, all that kind of crap.
You like D&D?
I love D&D. Yeah.
D&D is very fun. I'm like just getting into it. I just got to do it like last year. It's very fun. It's a
Bro,
hoot.
I need to get a group of comics together and run some type of D&D thing. Would you be interested in that kind of little
Yeah, that'd be a hoot.
little adventure, perhaps?
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, here in the studio, we have all the resources that we'd ever fucking need. We got battle maps, we got all the books, we got
Really?
figures. Yeah, we got everything. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd be so down for that. That'd be so cool.
What
That's great.
What edition have you been playing?
What edition?
Yeah, like
honestly, I don't fucking.
There's 5th
I'm
edition.
not
There's
like DMing.
It's probably 5th edition.
I'm assuming it's that. It was basically just like a bunch of comics doing it together anyway, and so we were just all doing it for like the first time.
Okay. Tight. Yeah. Yeah, need to get something going with that. I love D&D, and it doesn't have to be like this big, elaborate, planned out thing. People seem to get in over their heads and think they need to world build and make a plot when like you don't have to do any of that shit.
Right? Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah,
it's great. There's like a bunch of comics in Denver that are super into it. Like they all have like really big days. I don't know what you call them anymore, but
game nights.
They'll do it for like fucking 6 days straight. It's
6
insane.
days? Ah, fuck. I don't know about 6 days straight. I mean, I gotta tell jokes at some point.
Right?
Yeah.
What else am I doing? Oh, I really want to be a TV writer. That's my main thing. I don't really like if I never make it as a stand-up, that's fine with me. But like now, the way that you get hired for like TV writing and stuff is by like doing stand-up or like people seeing your writing on Instagram through a reel or whatever the fuck.
Right.
So yeah, so I really want to be like a TV writer. So I've written like a few pilots and stuff, and yeah, that'd be the best thing ever.
Hell yeah, dude. I got a couple of things I'm trying to write. Might shoot some ideas your way, see what's going on with that shit. But
you're writing some like TV things?
Yeah. I have an idea I worked out with somebody. It's a short episodic thing that perpetuates itself through the plot. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And another thing me and the boys came up with that was like a mafia style movie, like real Goodfellas vibes, but it's all about the fast food industry.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that.
Instead of 5 guys, it'd be like 5 fellas or something.
The 5 fellas.
Yeah, like every different dude.
Good.
Like one's the fry guy, he's got the potatoes, another person's the meat guy, you know, and they all just shit happens or whatever.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm like super into The Sopranos right now, so I'm like into any mob version of anything.
Oh yeah, there's ideas like there's one character, Mickey Fry, where like instead of cigarettes he just have fries in his mouth, and he'd be like hey, take a curly fry, don't tell nobody where you got that type shit, you know.
If you want waffle fries, forget about it.
Exactly, dude. And there'd be like this hierarchy of like all the fries are ran by the same family, and it's like there's only salt on the fries because you know how Five Guys has seasoned fries, and be like Dad, we put other things on the fries. It tastes good. Like no son of mine is gonna put something besides fucking salt on these fucking fries. Get out of here. Yeah, you know that's just like hard. Like I can't go above the old man. What the fuck, you know. Some mafioso shit. Why not? So somebody slinging subgrade potatoes, they get whacked.
They get wet.
Yeah. You slinging spuds in my neighborhood?
Forget about it.
Spaghetti about it.
Spaghetti. That's great. I think you should make that. You should save up all your money and make that.
Oh, cool. All of $4. Awesome. I don't know what I'll do with that. I'll buy some M&Ms, find an empty pill bottle, shake it, get some homeless people to do the fucking bits for me. Yeah. It's
Hell
about all I
yeah,
can
dude.
do.
That's the process.
That's the creative process. It's how these things get made. How do you think Robert Downey Jr. started? Somebody
By
started
doing a
shaking a
lot
pill
of
bottle in front of him,
drugs.
and he eventually got better.
Eventually, after like 30 years.
Yeah, something about Burger King. Yeah. But did you know that he was eating Burger King on the beach, and then he was like, "Burger King sucks. I need to do better with my life," and he just quit doing drugs right there.
Really?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I read it on the internet. Could be fake. Probably fake. Who gives a fuck?
Dude, I'm gonna go on Reddit after this.
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
like, dude, I'm gonna go
interesting.
eat Burger King to go get inspired to do better for myself.
To do better for my life and to change the way that I live.
Please, someone help me. Burger King, Ronald, someone.
Burger King sucks. I think that Burger King and Arby's are on the same tier. I'm gonna be honest about
I,
that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Arby's and Wiener Schnitzel are fronts. Like, people don't eat there. Those are
Wiener Schnitzel,
Wiener Schnitzel especially. Nobody fucking eats there. Like, somebody told my mom
dude.
told me my aunt eats at Wiener Schnitzel, and I didn't want to talk to her anymore.
I'm sorry to say, but I have eaten at Wiener Schnitzel in the last year. But that is because there's one day I got a tattoo, okay, and then I was like, oh man, I think I'm gonna kill myself today, respectfully. And I just went and got a hot dog at like a real hot dog place, and I was like, oh, just kidding. I just wanted a hot dog, respectfully. And then I went to work later that night, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that hot dog like saved me from myself. I'm gonna order more hot dogs to the bar. And the only place that was close was Wiener Schnitzel, and so I bought the entire bar a hot dog. So I ordered like something like 30 hot dogs to my restaurant, and this DoorDasher came in and was like, 30 hot dogs for Cori? And I was like, yeah, dude. And then we all ate hot dogs, and it was very joyful. It wasn't that good, but
There's a lot to break down there. There's a lot to break down there. First
I'm
of
sorry.
all, let's be real. The bag of hot dogs represents your army of simps.
Yes, it does, dude. That's Simp Army right there.
Just easily deliverable, at your command. A big bag of wieners, just hot and ready, you know. And
They were good though.
yeah, I mean, I can see where your heart and soul was in that moment. You know, you were feeling down. You felt like your life was saved by a hot dog, as fucking horrible and sad and depressing as that sounds. And then you thought, like,
It was beautiful.
I need to relive that. Let's perpetuate that happiness, and I want to share it with fucking everybody. So,
See? Yeah.
but you gave some people diarrhea.
I did give people diarrhea, but I also did give a sweet Indian family that bought a Wiener Schnitzel franchise a new life. So that's exactly what happened to me.
Sent their kids to college.
I let them launder the money that they needed to launder.
I love how for a second in my mind, this is how I assume I'm a good person. In my mind, I'm assuming that you knew the Wiener Schnitzel was owned by an Indian family, but there's no fucking way that you know that. You're making a wild assumption. And I love that.
There's only one in the Springs. It has to be like not locally operated.
Yeah, there's no way. Because yeah, all Wiener Schnitzels are owned by somebody for nefarious purposes. There's no besides you, okay, keeping that Wiener Schnitzel open with that one order.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking eats there. I'm still holding on to this. Wiener Schnitzel's a front, and the English are pussies for not killing their monarchy. I'm dying on these hills.
Dude, it's true. There used to be an Arby's so I don't live in the Springs. I live like 20 minutes away.
Okay.
I live in like a really like teeny tiny town.
Okay.
And there's an Arby's there. And my dad ate at Arby's like every single fucking day of his life. Like he would go to Arby's and eat out every day. And he was like a very fit man. Like he could probably run a lot more miles than I could. And they give you like real Tupperware. So we have like all Arby's Tupperware in my house, which sounds like so fucking white trash, but it's like good Tupperware. And then my dad died like 2 years ago, and Arby's went out of business. And I think he was keeping Arby's out of business.
Your dad was keeping Arby's open. It's karmic justice, because let's be real, the Arby's probably killed him.
Right? The
Yeah.
Arby's probably did like take years off his life, and he kept them in business. He put that family through college.
God fucking damn it. Oh, so much for a roast beef cheddar sandwich. So much loss
It's
and
brutal.
pain. It's not worth it.
The Arby's? I don't think I've ever eaten at Arby's, like, ever.
Burn your local Arby's.
I think if I went into an Arby's, I would cry and be like, this reminds me of my father.
Like you're driving past an Arby's and you just get a whiff of fucking hard meat juice smell, and you're like, Dad.
Exactly, dude.
Somebody in the back is like, what the fuck is that smell, and why are you crying?
See? It's facts.
Oh no, it's just Dad smelled like processed cheese and too much ham juice.
It's like he's here with us. It's like he's in the sandwich.
Oh God. In your lunches, it's just they're in Arby's Tupperware. So every time you're eating lunch, it's just this one's for you, Dad.
It's true though. It's like a fat guy hack. You just need to like go to Arby's to get Tupperware, and then you don't have to pay money for Tupperware.
This is so fucked up that I'm learning this. I thought my family was kind of white trash, but now I'm going to go thank my father for like, Dad, thank you for never taking us to Arby's. I'm going to thank my mother for like, thank you for getting actual Tupperware. Holy fuck. Dad, don't you ever eat at Arby's, ever. You're going to live a long life.
Yeah. Text your dad so he doesn't get a fucking Arby's hernia or whatever.
Yeah, just, for all depressed dads out there, you deserve better than Arby's. If this message reaches
You deserve
any of
Wiener
you,
Schnitzel.
drop the Wiener Schnitzel, drop the Arby's. You deserve better, King. Go to Burger King.
You deserve Subway.
Chicken fries aren't as good as they used to be. We're just going to have to live with that. We're going to have to take that L. They were good when I was a kid. I don't know what the fuck happened. We didn't run out of chickens. What? I know that.
During what?
Because during what? Childhood? I don't know. Like the 90s?
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking.
The before times? Things were shiny and bright and good. Are you talking pre 9/11, or is that post 9/11 but pre-COVID? Which era? Which era of humanity? God damn it.
COVID was our 9/11 though.
Yeah, but I'm tired of going through 9/11s now, you know, like
give me a 9/12.
Please. This is the worst Groundhog Day ever, dude. Dude, new movie Groundhog Day, but it's 9/11. To where, like,
dude, that's so funny.
Eventually he's just waking up and like, meh, and then whoosh, oh my God, he's just whatever. He just doesn't care anymore.
Dude, he just fucking goes to his like coffee shop or whatever that he goes to every day, and he's like, "Hey, Toots, you know what's gonna happen today? The North Tower is gonna fall."
They're like, "What are you talking about? The North Tower's been around for." Oh my God!
He knew it. He knew it.
Like, he's walking down the street, pushes some guy as a body slams where he was. He just keeps walking along. He's like, "Hey, I put my money on the Mets tonight." Whatever, I don't know.
Dude, if he like died,
the only way he can get to 9/12 is if he stops 9/11.
Yes.
But he's
But
on
if
the
he
ground. There we go. Because every time somebody has to go back in time to stop 9/11, they're at the airport. But what if you're at ground zero the day of? What can you do? Well, let's find out.
Get fucking King Kong. You have to
Yeah,
recruit King Kong.
he's got like eventually after like years of being in 9/11, he's like adjusting towers to like fuck with Wi-Fi signals to like have all the cell phones on at the plane to like oh you don't turn your cell phone off airplane mode. So then the plane like misses the tower by a little bit.
I'd like to think that one day he thinks that he can just stop the plane himself, and so he just stands in the floor of 9/11 Tower.
Yeah.
And
Once
he's like, I got you.
he's just like he just tries to Atlas 9/11 and he wakes up again. Like ah fuck.
Dude, that's a great movie, actually.
He spends
But
an
if he
entire
stops 9/11,
huh?
we're not going to have some of the things we have today, right? The butterfly effect. What would it change if 9/11 was stopped?
I mean, going through the airport would be a lot cooler.
You could bring bombs whenever you wanted.
I think Family Guy did this joke where 9/11 didn't happen, Al Gore got elected, but then the apocalypse happened or something. But fuck it, we'll do it anyway. Simpsons did it. Who cares?
Good Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on the plane, right? And so now he like
Was
does
he?
a bunch of stuff for it. Yeah, he was supposed to be on the plane and he slept through it.
What if he could have stopped 9/11?
He said that before. So is like Matt, either Mark Wahlberg or Matt Damon. I don't remember which one, but one of them is like, I could have stopped 9/11.
Oh my god, I love that for them. I love that they think they can say that.
Dude, it's so if you like, oh, it's so good.
I don't know if they believe it or even, but probably maybe. But goddamn, that's wild. I could have done something. It could have been. Don't you know I'm the main character? There's a bunch of movies.
There's a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
There was a. Have you ever been to the like 9/11 museum? I'm sorry we're talking about 9/11 so much, but have you ever been there?
No.
Have you ever been to it?
I've never been in
New York.
No.
Dude, you gotta go. But very fun. I went with my boyfriend at the time, and my boyfriend like ate like lactose and he's lactose intolerant. He ate like pizza or some shit.
Oh.
And so he was like fighting God in this 9/11 museum, but it like looked so real. Like we were looking at like Pete Davidson's dad's picture or whatever, like where he died. And he like has his head in his hands, like his arms around his stomach, and he just looks devastated. And I just thought that was so funny that he looked so devastated, but he was just fighting battles.
It was his own personal 9/11.
He was like, I'm gonna shit my pants in this 9/11 museum.
You're like, how
like,
don't you dare shit your pants? Disrespect what happened here. And he's just everything's somber as fuck. Everybody's all like, yeah. No, that was that's his dad right there. Like, all these people, so tragic, and he's just trying not to let a squeaker out. Yeah, I love that.
He's clenching the whole time. People are like, it's okay, buddy, and he's just like, you have no idea.
I still can't get the fuck over Groundhog Day, but 9/11. We're making that movie now. That's happening.
We should. That'll be, if I ever get rich, that'll be the first movie I produce, and then I'll never have a career ever again. But that's okay.
Can the name just be Groundhog Day, but 9/11?
Ground Zero Hog Day? I don't know.
Yeah. I love it. If you see the plane, that's an extra 2 weeks of summer. Whatever the fuck, who cares?
Dude, that's so fucking fun. The other day, I thought about like, a modern version of Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But it's just like 9/11, 9/11,
9/11, 9/11, 9/11, 9/11, 9/11.
Marilyn Monroe.
What the fuck? Do you... Cori, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25? Oh, fuck. So you probably don't even remember what was going on at 9/11.
No, that's why I speak about it so freely.
Yeah, I fuck. Okay, I feel old now. I remember 9/11. I was.
You do?
Yeah, I was 11 years old.
You're 11. That's like you remember then.
I remember. Yeah. I remember walking out to the living room, and my mom was like an inch away from the TV, like her hand over her mouth, and she's just crying. I'm like, "Hey, Ma, can I get some Eggo waffles?" And she said, "Shut the fuck up." And I did not get those Eggo waffles that morning. So.
You did not get your Eggo waffles on 9/11. That was your 9/11.
That was my 9/11. Yeah. Yeah, I remember they were saying at school, like, if anybody needs to go home, if anybody's affected by this. And the first thought that came into my mind was, like, why would we be? New York's really far away, right? Like, what are we talking about? I didn't understand, like, the geopolitical ramifications of what was happening. I was just like...
No, you wouldn't. You're like 11 years old.
I was like, guys,
like, oh, big building.
We're fine. Okay?
We're good.
That's New York. This is California. I learned the States super far away. Look at the globe. Like, it's right there.
That is like such a little kid thing to think too.
Yeah.
That's so funny. You like have no idea what's
so far away.
Just, like pretty far away.
It's like, why are you guys scared?
Air.
Oh, like everything's normal, dude. Whatever. And then things were not normal again, and then there was a new normal. And there was COVID, and then people started saying new normal again. I'm waiting for the next 9/11. Can't wait.
There are some people that believe, like genuinely, like there's a guy, I don't remember what the guy's book is, but for some reason I read it. And he like genuinely thinks that 9/11 was like a form of performance art. Because he's like, the Wright brothers only invented the plane a few years ago. You never seen a plane hit a building. That's crazy.
What? A few years ago? Homie, it was like...
only invented the airplane like in the early 1900s, right?
Yeah, like 1911s, 1920s maybe? Because there was planes in World War I.
Yeah. There's planes and stuff, but that you've never seen like an airplane like hit a building. And so this guy is like,
they try to avoid that.
Performance art on like a nice, like a huge scale. It's performance art.
You know, you could say that it was a performance art, definitely by the Taliban for sure, and scene. Fucking like.
And scene.
What are we talking about?
It's insane. People's theories are crazy. Anyways, how do we even get on 9/11?
The buildings aren't there anymore. What's the art? What was the performance?
Huh? It's like when guys get all silver and act like robots in Times Square.
Another reason I fucking hate improv. Took away those towers, you know?
Took away.
God. Yes, and another tower.
Oh my God. Yes, and another. They're just doing improv up there. Like, oh, you did that? I'll do this.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my God. So much 9/11 talk. I love it. And you weren't even there.
Too much. I'm probably canceled.
You weren't alive for it. Who gives a fuck? Wait. I'm not doing math.
I was alive.
Okay. Yeah, I was not about to do math in my head. I hate that. I try to avoid that shit. That's why I do comedy.
I do know that I was like, I don't remember it like clearly, but I do like, I feel glimpses of it. Not like of 9/11, but I live near the Air Force Academy, right?
Okay, go ahead.
So something I do remember is that people were freaking out because they thought that they were going to come for the Air Force Academy.
Right.
And so everyone around was like freaking out. And I remember the general vibe of like freaking out that the Air Force Academy was going to be.
Is that like one of your first memories? Do you think that shocked you into
I think that was like one of my first like vibe memories. Like I can remember the vibe. I know that sounds so gay, but
vibes are off here at the Air Force Base. Weird.
But I do just remember
I'm
people,
a toddler.
like freaking out in my... Right? Yeah.
I don't get this.
But that's all.
Where's the mess hall?
I don't get it. I just want my baby food. But yeah, anyways. Next question. I don't want to be canceled anymore.
Okay, fine. We won't talk about 9/11. So, okay, another would you rather. How about that? Okay.
All right. Would you rather do 9/11 or kill a puppy?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Is that what you said?
I would know, but one of them was definitely going to be flying the plane into the tower. Like, definitely was like, it was definitely going to be 9/11. The puppy was not on the board yet, but so anyway, would you rather kill a puppy or would you rather cause 9/11 to happen?
This is like the world's largest trolley problem.
You pull the lever, the plane just goes into the other tower. Okay. Okay.
I think I would kill the puppy.
Murderer. Next question.
Right?
Moving on.
That's like the BYU questions. Have you seen these videos where they ask kids at BYU like these would you rathers?
I think I have seen them. I've seen somebody asking people like silly questions during like protests for like Israel or something, like serious protests. They go up and ask dumb questions.
Yes. There's like a great one where they go around and they're like, would you rather be gay or kill 10 puppies? And all of them are like, kill 10 puppies.
God damn.
It's so bad.
Well,
it's insane. Or they'll like ask them like, do you know who Barack Obama is or something? And they'll be like, no clue.
No. No. That's what I'd say. No.
That's so funny to me, dude. It's so hilarious.
Yeah, that's a funnier answer. No idea. Who? What?
Who? What are you talking about?
What? No,
you mean the New York financier?
Is that my dad? What are we talking about? Would you rather be gay or kill 10 puppies? You can stop being gay. Like, you don't, it doesn't have to be for life. You can do whatever nowadays.
Yeah, it's like, would you rather just kiss your best friend or take the life of 10 innocent puppies?
I think my friend would rather I kill 10 puppies, actually.
God, it's insane. It's crazy.
I was tempted to almost bring on my producer to kiss him to prove it, but I'm just not going to kill 10 puppies.
That would have been a great bit.
Yeah. Well,
if you just brought puppies out.
Oh, actually, here's 10 puppies. We just had them ready. Yeah, I bring puppies just in case. Yeah. No, we don't need the hogs. We don't need the hogs. We'll keep them on standby. Keep on standby. Orphans?
That's a
bring
great
in the orphans. Bring in the orphans. So, would you rather adopt an orphan or kill these puppies? And you got to adopt all the orphans, and like legally, they're yours now. You got to take care of them, or, in front of the orphans, kill 10 puppies.
Oh my God!
And they also know that that you would rather kill these puppies than adopt them and give them a loving home.
Oh my God! This is like Queen's Gambit, but nobody's good at chess. This is terrible. I don't know. I wrote a good sketch about orphans. It's like my fucking magnum opus. But it's like those like cheesy used car lot commercials when it's like a guy with like a giant hat on and he's like, come on down.
Yeah. Come on down to our orphanage.
Yeah, but it's like a car lot filled with like sad orphans, but they're all like $0.
$0.
I'm really proud of it.
For the cool price of absolutely free, we'll give you one of these orphans.
We're giving away for free. God damn it!
I'm so crazy. My prices are free.
We got dirty ones. We got clean ones.
I have a bunch of sketches written down, but one of the only ones I actually performed was one on a buddy's YouTube show that I made in like just on the spot, like 5 minutes before, and it was for religion insurance.
That's pretty good, dude. Anytime you like parody insurance commercials, it's like usually gonna go well.
Right? Like, have you ever wondered that you might be wrong? Just fucking preying on people's fears. Catholic Church does it. Why can't I? Fuck it.
This is Billy Graham.
Who's Billy Graham?
You don't know who Billy Graham is?
I don't know who a lot of people are.
What? Billy Graham was like the original like evangelist, and he would go around and basically give sermons.
Okay.
And I think he started like the 700 Club. You ever been awake long enough to see the 700 Club?
I've heard of it.
It usually would come after Whose Line Is It Anyway? And it's just like a religious TV show called The 700 Club, but it was like started by that guy. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's an insane program. You should watch it one time.
Oh God, I don't know, dude. I'm not into super religious stuff. Were you raised in religion at all?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No, like we'd go to like Christmas Eve services sometimes,
Okay.
and one time I snuck out for I like snuck out and smoked weed and stuff,
Hell yeah.
and my mom found out.
Because you crave human flesh.
She was like,
Continue.
"What'd you say?"
Because you crave human flesh. Continue.
Whatever. No, she was like, I can either tell your dad that you snuck out and did the stuff, or you can go to church for a month. And so I went to church for a month, and that was about it.
Damn, that's a decent would you rather. That's more wholesome than what I got going on. Fuck.
Right? Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Just like a normal Christian denomination or whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of like I think it was Lutherans. My dad was really into the Lutherans, I guess.
I don't know who Luther was, but apparently, I don't know, had some things to say. Yeah, I don't even remember.
Were you religious?
Uh, my family took me to church every Sunday up until I was like 8. And then I just asked them, like, could we stop going? And they went, sure.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Like, you know, they believe, they do their own thing, and I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think that you should let kids like pick or like figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
Figuring it out on your own is like the whole deal.
Yeah, I think there's some lessons you can learn from stuff like that, but I think for the most part, a lot of it is just like how do we program a lot of these people to try to be not killing each other all the time with this book? But now that we have like, I don't know, like establish some kind of decency within like the soul of humanity over thousands of years, that like I don't know if we need it so bad anymore. Like, not that it's not important to be reminded, like, hey, you shouldn't just kill people because, you know, whatever reason, but I don't know, maybe you don't need to beat it over people's heads and languish eternal damnation over their head.
Yeah, the guilt part is like tough to watch because
Yeah,
where like Colorado Springs is like super religious, and just like watching people like unpack it is it's sad to watch.
honestly. It is sad. I don't think it works well either, because if people are so used to being guilty, then they're more inclined to do bad things because they're just used to living within the guilt anyway.
Right?
Whereas,
yeah, and they're like not. Yeah.
If you don't have that inane guilt and you do bad things, I would assume if you're a decent person, you would feel guilt about it and then learn from that, as opposed to like, oh, this is just how I am, because you're used to that feeling.
Right?
It makes more sense to me.
And then you have like where to work up to or whatever, and like I feel like those people tend to like do good things because it benefits them instead of doing good things just to do good things.
Exactly, dude. I've had people tell me wild shit. One of my oldest friends was Catholic, and when he was meeting his now wife at the time, we had a lot of interesting conversations. She grew up in a very strict Catholic household, to the point where like she didn't have a lot of opportunities to talk with people outside of her religion, and so she.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And she told me once that she didn't understand why someone who is atheist would want to be a good person, because there's no like,
oh really?
there's no hell, right? So why do they care, essentially?
Oh wow.
And I was like, that's fucked up. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That sucks. That's terrible.
That sucks,
like,
right?
Is the opposite of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, but at the same time, telling you to go to church for your benefit. It's like, I don't think I need help. I think I'm fine.
You need help.
What do you need, bud?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to talk bad. They have a wonderful family. They're living their life. You know, they're doing whatever. Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. No, that's just not me. I don't know. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, bro. What about you? What are you looking for in life? You're trying to be a TV writer. Are you trying to like move to LA eventually, have a family, or are you trying to be that boss bitch who fucking owns the company and is the devil wears Prada? Where are you trying to fit in the world?
am I trying to be a girl boss or am I trying to be just a fucking lady? I am. What do I want to? I want to go back to LA for sure. I do want to go to California. I love California. It's the
Hell
best.
yeah.
It's so ball.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Okay, we're back.
I do want to go back to LA, and I do want to like write TV, and I don't think I want children.
Tight.
And if I did, I would want it like 10 years later from now, which is not the vibe for many.
Right.
And I don't know. It would be cool to get married, but I don't think I like necessarily it's a goal. It'd be
Right, right,
rad.
right.
But yeah, mainly just like career stuff. I'm very interested in that, like being a boss, I guess.
Boss bitch, girl
I guess.
boss.
I don't know if I want to be a girl boss, but I would like to be.
I don't know what the
I would
different
like to be
definitions of these
upstanding
terms
in my
are.
field.
I just say these
Yeah, right.
things. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to be like great at things, otherwise I feel bad about myself. So that's the
Right.
vibe.
Right. That's how I feel with comedy. Like if I don't perform comedy for like a week or two, I start to feel like shit. It's just
Right? Yeah, it is like annoying how talking about fucking stupid ass shit on a stage makes you feel better.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's like just the catharsis of it or if it's something like I feel like I'm not doing anything with comedy and then that's what's kicking it in. But something happens where after a certain amount of
Yeah.
time, I just starts going down, down, down. And I'm like, why do I feel this bad?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get out. Fuck.
Yeah. Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I bet you have like such good stage opportunities there too. Like, isn't where you live super good for that?
No.
No?
No. 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 I live in a small town in a cultural desert. I have to drive an hour to get any kind of stage time.
Oh, really? Do you
Yeah.
just go to SAC or do you go somewhere else? Oh.
I go to Sacramento and I go to Chico.
Chico. Is Chico like a good spot for comedy?
It was a good place to start. I'll say that. It was a good place to
Yeah.
start. There's a little scene there. It's very welcoming, kind people. I love the Chico comedy scene. They made me into the person that I am today, starting out there.
Nice.
But it's not somewhere that you want to stay if you want to advance a career in comedy or entertainment.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be.
That's fair.
Yeah. You're just going to
What's
be
like
that
the
guy who
coolest
lives
thing
there.
you've ever done?
What's the what?
What's the coolest like gig you've ever done? Or like, yeah, I guess.
I got you. The coolest gig I ever had was last year up in Washington. I did a private event that was a camp out for glass blowers and hash makers.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, it was fucking tight. The tickets to go to this event were $500 a head. I didn't get paid, but I did get to go for free. So,
You didn't get paid for that?
bro, here's the deal. Yeah, the tickets were $500 because the event was fully catered. We were on a lake. There was drugs everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
You couldn't go 10 feet without hitting some kind of glass that somebody was doing dabs out of. Like you would just high constantly. Yeah. The food was fucking amazing. There was a whole catering thing going on. It was fucking awesome.
Wow.
It was a beautiful experience. I did acid for the first time out there. Met a lot of interesting people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy. One guy went missing because he took too many mushrooms and ran off in the woods. Yeah.
That's pretty good. You always have one of those
during
guys.
The comedy show. And that was the whole thing too, was like the comedy show was happening the first night, so I didn't have to stress out about my set the whole time. It was just, perform the first night and then I'm just kicking it the rest of the day, rest of the like 2 days, But during the comedy show, this I get off stage, right? It was great, whatever. I see this guy and he's just crying. And I'm like, hey man, I'm all smiles and shit. I'm high as fuck. I'm like, hey man, what's the problem? Like, everything's cool, bro. What's going on? And he's like, my brother took a bunch of mushrooms, ran out in the woods. I can't find him. He's gone. And I'm just like, oh, crazy. And he's like, could you go tell the guy in charge about that? And I'm like, there's a comedy show happening. So
oh my God.
maybe wait 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes?
That's insane.
Just 10 minutes? They found him, but they found him. Dude, it was bad. Like the cop showed up. I don't know what you call them. The fucking National Guard showed up. because we were also
Were they
like,
mad that you guys were all doing drugs?
no, they didn't give a fuck about any of that. They were concerned because there was a lot of private property around there, and we were like only a couple miles from the Canadian border, and they didn't want him like accidentally hopping.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was just fucking goomed out of his brains and running through the woods. He eventually ended up in some old man's yard who fucking opened the door with a shotgun. But he was fine.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
like a movie.
Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
Everybody had to be like all hush hush that night because like the Coast Guard, not the Coast Guard, the National Guard was there, and everybody was like, everybody keep it the fuck down, like kind of killed the vibes for a little bit. But then I eventually saw the guy after he came back. I saw the guy, and this guy was long hair, punk, denim jacket, patches. And I'm like, you're the guy who couldn't handle his drugs? What the fuck, dude? This is bullshit. Like
That's pretty funny.
You're the guy. You look like the drug guy. Take that jacket off. Fuck your patches. Cut your hair. Get a job. What the fuck, dude? I was
Get
mad.
a job, dumbass.
I was actually like, what the fuck, dude? I was a little mad at him. I was like, come on. you should.
Ruined it for everybody.
Can't handle mushrooms? Change your outfit, bro. What the fuck?
Change your outfit, bro.
Change your outfit. But here's the fucked up part though. While he was still missing, the reason these guys were there is they were slinging donuts. Like they had a donut stand or cart, and they were just making donuts for people to sell. But this guy, the brother who was left there, this big dude, he was high on mushrooms as well, and he didn't know what to do with himself, so he started making more donuts. And he just because we're all in the back just getting high, like nobody's going out in the woods to help, right? Like they sent out like a couple people, but we're just getting high. And he just comes out with a big tray of donuts and is just like handing them out, like, oh, here you go. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. Oh, hey, did they find your brother? He just goes, no, and just keeps moving on to the next person. So like he's like depression giving us donuts because he's so sad and distraught. He needs to do something with himself, and everyone around him is just high as fuck, going, "Oh, can I get another one? Can I get another one? Oh, he's not back yet. That's crazy. No donut." Nobody gives a fuck, dude.
Just to be stress making donuts is so funny.
Stress making donuts and just giving them out. It was so awesome. Because eventually we were like clicking in our heads, like, wait, why is he doing this? Oh my God, this is so sad. It was so fucked up. But yeah, that was a fun event.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How did you get hired for that?
I was friends with a guy who was going there as a hash vendor. And he told me to hit up the guy in charge of the event. He looked at my stuff, said it was fine. It was great working with that guy, the guy in charge. Shout out to Hetty Broker on Instagram. These guys don't put their normal names because they sling shit through the internet, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It was great working with him because he was super open to like, hey, however you guys want to set up your comedy show, I just wanted a comedy to happen, so you guys take charge and do the show however you want. And I was like, tight, like please let me set up the chairs, let me set up the stage, do all that to maximize, to make sure it's good. And it was great.
Yeah.
The guy,
that's awesome.
The guy who hosted it was like their friend. He was tripping on acid and cocaine and mushrooms and was smoking weed and was drunk. So he's just super dilated. He's just frantically going. But at the same time, he's like getting us drinks and like tailoring to us and like, oh, do you need anything? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? But like hosting and is like more fucked up than anybody. I was like, this guy's great. I love this guy. Where'd you guys get him? Can I get one? But
dude, the best show I've ever done was when I was like on mushrooms. That was the best show of my life.
Where was that at?
Incredible. It was in somebody's house. Like it wasn't even like it wasn't a good show.
Were the vibes good? Like, was it a safe house? Like,
wow. I was like my birthday like 2 years ago, and I was just expecting to go to this house. Like go to this house show that they had, because we have a friend that their basement is like pimped out to be like a stage, like a showroom.
Hell yeah,
right?
blood. This basement's pimped out to be a studio.
It's super cool. right? And it's pretty cool in there, but it was my birthday, so I was just expecting to go and watch and do mushrooms and watch it. And it was this guy from California. I don't even care if he watches this and sees how much fucking I hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy.
Name names.
Worst guy I've ever met in my life. The worst dude. I don't even remember his name.
Damn it.
He's so stupid.
Maybe I know him.
And I hope you do, and I hope that something mildly bad happens to him. Okay,
Awesome.
anyway.
I hope he craves human flesh.
He had the show, and it was and it was where like all the comics did mushrooms, right? And they did comedy or whatever.
Yeah.
And he called me earlier in the day. Don't know how he got my number, but he called me and he was like, "I heard it's your birthday, so I have to ask you if you want to do."
I think I know exactly who this is, actually. I think I know exactly who this is.
His name is Tom Baum.
Tom Baum! Yeah, it's Tom Baum! Yeah, I know that guy.
Fuck that guy.
I've seen him recently.
Fuck that guy. He sucks so bad, and you can tell him that
this is
I hate
so
him.
Fucking funny. You're talking shit about Tom Baum. Keep going.
I hate Tom Baum. But he called me earlier that day, and I was on like a hike with my significant other or whatever, and we were on a hike. And he calls me, and he's like, "The guys that own this house said that it's your birthday, so I'm reluctantly asking you if you want to do time or whatever." And I was like, "Okay, that's not the way I would like to be asked, but okay."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And he's like, "You can only do it if you bring 5 people or something."
What?
And I was like, 5 people to this house show where like 3 people are gonna be?
Yeah.
And
the fuck?
He's like, "I guess that they said you're funny, but probably not or whatever," is what he said to me.
Tight.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, "Okay, I'll do some time, but it's fine if you don't want me to."
Are you begging me?
I got there, and they gave me like a shit ton of mushrooms because it was my birthday or whatever. Like this, have you ever met Luke Stam when you were here?
I think so, maybe.
Insane guy, but great guy. But he gave me like fucking 5 grams of mushrooms. It was a nuts amount of mushrooms to do.
Nice.
And I did it, and then I had like this whole time Tom Baum was like, "Oh, you're the girl? Like, you didn't even say hi to me. I didn't even think you were gonna go up or whatever." And it's like the shittiest show I've ever been to. It's like a house. It's just like for people to do drugs at. Like, it is not high stakes at all. And he does this thing. Does he do this fucking thing now to you still? Where he like pretends like he's a different person? Does he do that still? Because he like hosted and he had his hood up and he was like, "Hey, this next guy coming out sucks ass." And then it would be him in the crowd.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
Do that, and then he'd be like, "Oh, psych, it's me."
I don't know about still.
Dark Tom Baum.
Oh no. No, there's too many black people around for him to do that in California. In Colorado,
yeah,
that's safe.
God, it's so cringe. And he gets up there, and all he does is be like, "I hate trans people, and gay people suck, and we hate women, and everything." And then
I'm thinking he said
I go up, right? And he was so hack and terrible, and like nobody in the audience liked him, and he would just like be like, "Fuck you guys, that was funny," like that kind of thing.
I love that.
I love it when they do that.
My favorite.
And then I went up and I like crushed for no reason. Did so well for no reason.
Right.
I would like forgot every single joke I've ever written in my life. I just giggled for like 10 minutes and everybody liked it. It was bad comedy, but I did great.
Yeah, good performance,
and then
bad
he
comedy.
Was like, whatever works. And he was just like, "Oh, I guess you are funny. I'm sorry about whatever." And then insane night happened. Like my boyfriend like was on mushrooms and got up and fell and hit his face super hard. And he like passed out and we had to go to the hospital and all this shit. And it was like one of the best nights of my life. It was great. It was a great time. But Tom Baum sucks ass. And you've heard it here first. I hate Tom Baum.
You heard it here. You heard it from Cori Dech herself. All right, Cori.
Tom Baum, dude. And he followed everybody on Instagram at the show except for me. And he was just like, I think he like messaged me too about it. And he was like, "Hey, sorry I didn't follow you on Instagram or something." And I was like,
"What?
Why do I
care?" Why would you message someone about it? Like, "Sorry for not following you. I just think you suck." Just letting you know.
I just think you're fucking stupid. But yeah, I don't like Tom
All
Baum.
right.
That was the best mushroom.
Cori Dech, cannibal, kills puppies, stupid, and did 9/11. Cori, do you have any Do you have any shows to plug before we get out of here?
Oh yeah. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing a bunch of I'll just plug me and Bren's podcast. It's called Horses and Warplanes, and it'll be great. It'll be a
Horses
fun
and
time.
War Plans?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like some shit I'd like.
Yeah. It's
Like
gonna be sick.
strategic,
That's what I'm
dude.
gonna plug.
Are we talking like cavalry type? Some flanking type shit.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Hell yeah.
And we can find you on
Hell yeah.
Instagram, I believe, at Cori in the house.
Yes, that's me. That's I, and that's me on TikTok too. Whatever.
And TikTok.
Okay.
Well, that's getting taken down. Fuck China. And but
Follow
yeah,
me on Twitter. Twitter is the one I care about. BYU Super Soaker. That's the one I care about.
BYU Super Soaker. God
Yeah,
damn,
that's
dude.
my Twitter.
Hell yeah, I support it. Super soaking, dog killing cannibal. Cori Dech, everybody. Cori,
yeah,
it's been a
puppies suck.
puppies suck, dude. It's been a pleasure to have you on, dude. We hope to have you again soon. Fuck yeah. You have a good
Yeah,
night, buddy.
you rule. Thanks, buddy. You're epic.